Okay, I'm back in the Do More Designer program. We're going to do a start stop push button. So let's do a new offline project for the simulator, and we're going to call it start stop. Okay. I'm going past that startup screen. However, you might want to look at it. It has lots of videos to help with tutorials. They're very good about videos. Easy Automation is also good. They have videos as well. They have a YouTube channel. Automation Direct has a YouTube channel. So there's plenty of information if you'd like more to look at. So let's do an open contact here. Let me check one thing here. Okay. This is going to be X0. Stop will be X0. Let's do an open X1 for start. Okay. Let me check something while we're looking at it here. Nicknames. Okay. So I'd like to give a nickname to this. Didn't work right. Well, I want to give it a nickname because I like to have a, basically what I'm trying to do is create an alias tag for that contact X0. Documentation editor. Yeah, let's do it there. X0 nickname is going to be Stop Pushbutton. Okay. Might as well do X1. It's going to be the start push button. And then Y0 is going to be called run. Okay. So the documentation editor is a place to make those changes. You can see it right there. Stop PB, start PB. And let's put the coil out here. The out coil is going to be known as run. Okay. So I want to do a branch around the start push button, and we haven't done that just yet. So let's go back and put a contact. Let's see, how do I do it on this program? Let's hold down the control on the arrow key. There we go. It's like an Etch-a-Sketch. So we're gonna draw a little box around it, the branch, and I'm gonna pull over a contact called run. Okay. Stop, start, run. Let's accept those changes. Let's call up the simulator. Simulator is in terminal mode. It's in program mode right now. Let's write this program to the controller. Let's go to run mode. Let's turn on X0, which is the stop push button, normally closed. Let's click X1 and then unclick it. All right. So we've got our sealant circuit. Stop, run is Y0, so we've got Y0 turned on. Works great. This one is a little easier than the Easy Automation program, Designer Pro, in that it allows me to assign a nickname to it. I don't want to say that I can't do that in Designer Pro. I just haven't found a good way to do it yet. I'm going to go back and look, and if I can find that way, I'm going to show you how to do that. So just to kind of recap on this one, I don't want to close that. What I would do is when I'm creating the contacts, I would go to the documentation editor. Right here, documentation editor, and type in nicknames at that time. Okay. It's a lot easier in this one to assign nicknames. A nickname is like for these outputs. A nickname is the same thing as an alias tag in the Studio 5000 environment. So an alias tag is a nickname for a physical point, right? If it's not a physical output like an X or a Y, if it's a C, then I'm still going to create the same nicknames, because I have to. In the other program, though, in the Designer Pro package, I can just give it a name instead of having to use the C variable. So, they're both different. The more you look at these, the more you're going to realize that they're both different. And this one, to me, this package reminds me a lot of the Studio. It wasn't even Studio at the time. RS Logix 500 was very similar to this, where everything had a name to it. All the tags had names. They had reference names, and you had to work with those. So the Studio 5000 program is a step up from that, in that you can create names on the fly. So they're all just different. There's no sense comparing them to each other because this is how it is. Every package is a little different in some aspects, and some are better than others. They're all just different. So anyway, there's the start stop in the Do More environment. I'm going to go back and look at the Designer Pro and see if there's an easy way to add nicknames to it. Okay.